We had a committee of people, clerks, TCEs, management, that was involved in looking at the complete structure of the clerical system and how we can better it, how we can make it more attractive to someone who wants to make it a career.
I think the committee first began by looking at the type of people that are coming into the workforce today, the generational changes that have taken place with people in the workplace, people in general, moving from generation Xers, from baby boomers to Xers to all the way up, and that kind of first off told us this is the kind of employee that we're going to have to work with, and we're going to have to deal with that situation. Then we looked at what kind of things are the courts going to need these people to do in the future as well, as we go in the future with electronic filing, etc. How's the work going to change for our employees, and how do we meld the two? How do we match them up? And so the committee went through various process of breakouts and subcommittees, etc., to look at those issues, to try and determine, what is our need, and what are our assets? What can we look forward to bringing in the door that's going to help us achieve those goals and meet those needs? So that was kind of how we began that process.
Okay.
I think that as we discussed it in the committee, one of the most interesting things to me was that we agreed on what technology would change and where we would go with that it was a little bit unknown. But what was surprising is that we all came back to the same conclusion of what we thought it would be in the end and what would be best for the court itself. Some of those specific things were having teams, having the structure that we have. We all agreed on the pro se increase and the expected number of electronic filings to take over the paper filings. And so those were the things that we used to focus our structure as we created the ideal structure for the future.
Well, we've planned for technology to change by basically starting our recommendation on the basis that it's going to completely change, that there'll be e-filing in the future and e-payments, and the way we handle the work and the way we process the work is going to be completely changed. And so we built on that by saying that if clerks didn't have to do that mundane routine work that came in over the counter or through the mail, how could they be better used in other areas? So I think we've done a really good job at predicting the future, if you will, because I don't think it's going to be too far out there. I think it's in the near future, and we need to be prepared for it.